everybody, this is Ginger and this is Ginger's Chat Show. Get myself comfortable here. My back has been bothering me today. Of course, you do the various weekly chores such as laundry, which I'm in the middle of doing right now. I have the window open here because I'm trying to get a cross breeze going because it is 75 degrees, but it feels a lot hotter than that. Okay, it gets really warm up here on the third floor. So anyway, this is gonna be short. It's gonna be like 10-15 minutes video. Because I'm waiting on my neighbor to pull her laundry out of the dryer, and I got put mine in the dryer, and then pretty soon my other set of clothes being pulled out of the washer. So, of course, we know Trump has been in Scotland over the weekend, and I think he's supposed to come home today. As usual, he embarrasses himself. The guy is so unaware of what's going on around him or how people react or how he behaves. The guy's never learned, okay? As usual, yay for Scotland. Way to go, guys. They've been really slamming him, including the Prime Minister of Scotland's been slamming him and correcting him and saying things are not true. What you said is not true. So stop lying. In other words, he was scolded and he was treated like a child. Because he acts like one, okay? He doesn't act like an adult. He never has. He's never been told to grow up. And he should have been told. And if he didn't like being told, that's just too bad, okay? Because when you're in your 70s or late 70s or early 80s, you should know these things by now. And of course, knowing him, he won't refuses to learn anything. Well, karma will bite him. Also, he cheats in golf. Now, the International Golfing Community had banned him from playing other golf courses except his own. Because he sits there and he cheats. I don't think he's really learned the proper rules of golf. I really don't. Anyway, oh, I don't know if you guys caught this. Jerome Powell, the federal chairman, he fact-checked Trump. He put him in his place. He said, no, this is not true. This facility was built 5 years ago, and it's a lot, the cost was a lot lower than what you stated. So these are the true facts. And he told them the facts. And Trump doesn't like hearing the facts. He didn't like hearing the truth. Well, that's just too bad. That's the way it is. So, as I said before, I just wish Congress and the cabinet just remove him. Really remove him from office. He doesn't belong there. As always, there are storms hitting the Midwest and South, such as tornadoes, heavy hail, heavy rains, and so please keep your eye to the sky, keep your ear to the weather radio, and just prepare and just do the best you can. Now, with the heat, be sure you drink plenty of fluids. Have a fan on you, or if you can, have a portable air conditioner on you. And help other people too. And these cities and counties, especially in the South and Florida, don't want to be given. They passed a law you shouldn't be giving water and food to the homeless and everything else. Excuse me? Where is your empathy, DeSantis? That law should be ignored or it should be wiped off the books. You're supposed to help people everywhere as possible. They are the members of humanity. So knock it off. I'm so sick and tired of the MAGAs being cruel. You know what? The table should be turned on them and see how they like it. When people say, well, you're getting down to their level. Yeah, but that's how that teaches them a lesson. Okay? You teach them to the point where they shouldn't be doing it again. So, that's my thing on this. So, again, with this weather, especially the heat, everything else, either do your chores very early in the morning or much later in the evening if you can. Now, with animals, a little bit different because, like cows and horses, they're on a set schedule. And you try to keep them cool and comfortable as much as possible. If you can, place the fans in the barn. Make sure that they have cool sheds where they can get out from under the heat and everything. Just have the fans going. And then have cold, clean water for them. Because they're going to need it. And also help the wildlife too. Make sure that they have water. Now you keep hearing these stories of what's going on. People being swiped off the streets and everything else. Well, that's kidnapping. Especially ICE going after whoever they are told to go after. Well, ICE, you should be shut down. You should be disbanded and shut down and gotten rid of. Because Bondi admitted 3/4 of those ICE personnel are the J6ers insurrectionists that were let go about a year ago, or earlier this year. Okay, and convicted felons, they shouldn't be given the job, ever. So they need to be rearrested, put back in jail. Okay? And in return, released all the migrants that were held unlawfully. And return those that have been unlawfully deported. Let's just prove that they were convicted felons in their country. Well, there's very few of them. There are maybe like one or two, but most of them that come here are refugees because of their governmental regimes and everything else, dictators, come here for safety. They shouldn't be sent back. Trump doesn't get it, okay? He does not understand the fact there are people around the world that are having to be forced to move because of a government leader that is being cruel and malicious toward them. Yeah, he's turning around doing the same thing here. Well, he needs to be slapped. You just don't do that to people. You, if you're a leader of your country, you're supposed to serve and protect them. He's not doing it. And I think now, like I said before, and I'll keep repeating it until deaf ears are opened up. Congress, build a backbone, build a brain, and remove him by the 25th Amendment and never allow Trump run for office again. I don't think he won't. Because now with all his health problems going on, He needs to be removed. Him and the whole cabinet, everybody in his cabinet need to be removed. And a proper leader put in place. For example, like Pete Buttigieg or Beto O'Rourke or AOC, many good Democrat leaders have been showing true leadership because they know how things work. And MAGAs don't seem to want to know what things work. They want to go by their own rules. They want a double standard. And that's the part leads me back to Scotland, is why our countries are letting Trump in when they don't let other convicted felons in, because of international law. They don't allow convicted felons in. So why are they letting Trump in? They're doing a double standard. Take away the double standard. And if Trump, let's say, wants to travel back to Scotland again, Scotland should go, nope, sorry, turn the plane around, go home. That's what they should have done. Same way with Canada. They should not allow Trump in there. Because he's a convicted felon. So what part of convicted felon that their agencies don't get? I hate double standards. And I hate the double standards that are against women. For example, I run across some chauvinistic men that say, oh, well, you shouldn't drive a truck, or you shouldn't be a librarian. I'm sitting there laughing. I go, my aunt's a librarian. You know, and you run across some teachers, men teachers, that think little girls should not learn math. Now, I ran into that, personally. And I go, really? What's wrong with girls learning that? What's wrong with girls doing this and doing that? Now, through the NFL, they're hiring more women to be coordinators, to be back office and support into the NFL organization. Because they need the brain power, okay? Frankly, what the NFL should do is had NFL women's teams and just adjust the gameplay to the women. Well, I'm sure that some women could tackle and hit as much harder as the next guy. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I got to check the timer on my watch. Let me check my calendar. Hold on a second. Calendar. Where are you, calendar? Let's see. Okay, I will see you on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, as always. And stay safe. Keep an eye to the sky. And just keep persisting, insisting, and pushing back. We need to keep resisting. Keep yelling. Okay? I will talk to you later. Take care. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.